So we were asking that what is the component total, as Ria has written 31 marks. So normally, as per if you syllabus, you say total 70 marks exam is there, right? And 35, 30 to 35 marks paper or 35 marks paper is expected from that. 30 to 35 if you, because we are not taking choices and all that. Okay, what is the way, what do you feel that what is the way that to how to prepare for organic? What is basically we are having, let us say there are five different components where the marks are hiding, where the marks are hiding. Five different components where which area you need to focus to get the marks in organic chemistry. First and the foremost is organic name reactions. Organic name reactions. First and the foremost. This is very, very important. So if you know that the organic name reactions, if you cover, like for example, uh, Arman, what way you will say that which will be the most important name reaction? Can you tell if it's something is you are in coming in your mind? Like these are the most important name reactions. What could be?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, it would be Hoffman bromamide degradation
Yeah, absolutely right.
and then benzoin condensation, aldol condensation.
Yeah. So thank you. So Arman has told you three name reactions, which will be the most important name reactions. There are lot many name reactions, approximately 25 name reactions you will find in organic chemistry of grade 12. 25 name reactions. If you daily practice that, nearly 5 to 10 marks, nowhere to go. 5 to 10 marks you can definitely gain from name reactions only. When I am talking with you that name reactions, it does not mean that only we need to mug up these name reactions and think of. We need to understand that name reactions, and questions can be asked in any way from that particular name reactions. How we aldol condensation, Cannizzaro, aldol condensation, Cannizzaro, Riemer-Tiemann, Bal-Schimann, Hoffman bromide degradation, Dawes process, Kolbe Smith, not Kolbe synthesis. Kolbe synthesis is not much important. HV-Jet, Rosenmund, these are the reactions which we need to focus for the name reaction. One is name reaction component. 5 marks component is their name reaction. Easily can mark. Sometimes directly they're asking 5 name reactions. Right? Aldol, Cannizzaro, please don't leave it. Please don't leave it. Aldol and Cannizzaro, very, very, very important. Okay. Second point is we should maintain the pocket diary. We are talking of the tips, how do you can score the marks. Tips, pocket diary. Pocket diary is important. What do you mean by pocket diary? Anyone knows about the mind maps of organic chemistry or fishbone diagram, tree diagrams? Anyone knows about that? Can you please participate in the chat so that it would be great. Otherwise, so many students will be there, so many teachers will be there. If you are not participating, then no way out. And if you can keep on your camera and share the knowledge information with me, it would be great. Okay, so what we are talking of is like there are 5 different components. First is name reactions. Okay, what could be second? Second could be the reactions. Second could be the reactions, or we can say conversions. Conversions. Third point is the physical properties. Physical property mean to say the question will be like that. Question will be like that. out of 1 degree alcohol, 2 degree alcohol, 3 degree alcohol, which is more acidic and why? Question can be, which is more acidic, trinitrophenol or phenol? So physical properties. Convergence, name reactions, physical properties. Physical properties can be, or chemical, physical properties and chemical properties as well. Or we can say, which are more reactive, aldehydes or ketones. So this type of questions are conceptual based questions, right? Physical properties means conceptual based question, third part. So now fourth part to this is finding a, sometime question is coming, finding A, B and C type of questions. Like equation is given to you. If you see the board question, you will find these type of questions. I can show you even, like board questions are there with me. So I will show you within shortly. First, we can discuss the main points, main areas. Okay. And I would like to discuss few name reactions also with you. Okay. So what I want to say is, first thing is we should grab, we should note down, we should take a notebook one, and there you should note down all the name reaction. That's the first thing we have to do. Okay. After doing that, what you should do is, next part, if you see, next part, you should revise on daily basis. Revision for the tasks is very, very important. Revision is there, the benefit would be there. Revision not there, benefit will not be there. So this you have to keep in mind. Okay. Now I am opening one data with you. Just give me 1 minute. So before that, I would like to ask you that what else? One is name reactions, second is conversion, third is physical properties or conceptual question, and next is finding ABC question. What else? What else is missing in this 30 to 35 marks? Chemical properties, that correct means the question can be asked like that. Write the reaction of hydrogen with ethanol. This can be one of the reaction of the chemical property. Physical properties and chemical property combinedly 5 marks you can compose. 5 marks composition will be for that. Okay. Similarly, one is pending, still pending. Physical and chemical properties, okay, I agreed with you. Next, what is left out? Something is left out yet. It's not yet over. What could be? What could be left? Very, very important part. Very important part is left. What could be? We cannot afford to leave it. What could be that? Yes, Aditi, can you please tell? What is left out? If you are talking of carbolamine reaction, what it helps us? What is it helps us? Testing, testing, testing. Distinguish between the pairs. So this is the next component which we should focus. So what my suggestion to you is, approximately Ramandeep has written isocyanide test and converting cyanide to isocyanide. Right, absolutely right. So what I want to say to you is that once we are preparing, once you are preparing, so preparation should be done in a planned manner. First and the foremost thing, you should cover the most important name reactions. Most important name reactions. Okay, I'll just 1 minute because this is not opening. I'm just trying next. Okay, fine. So what is the now way to prepare? First thing is you should note down all the name reactions. What are the name reactions are there? Just have a note of that. Very important. If you talk of alkyl halide chapter, which are the name reactions? Can you please write in the chat box or speak? This way only organic will come. If you think that okay, I will be going to make some notes and give it to you and you will be able to get, it's not possible. It's not possible at all. You have to work on that. So for that, what I want is I want your inputs. I want your inputs that in organic name reaction, first chapter, that is alkyl and aryl, which are the name reaction which are very important. That Arman has written already: Dawes process, Woods fatigue, Schwartz. So in this, if you talk of key importance, कौन सी important है? Dawes process बहुत important है. ठीक है? So this is the important point. If you talk of Schwartz, if you talk of fatigue, that also may not be asked. Woods fatigue also rarely, because Woods fatigue will be used when chlorobenzene to toluene they will ask. They may ask conversion. Woods fatigue conversion they can ask. What would be the conversion? Chlorobenzene to toluene. And if what would be the conversion if they ask a Dawes process? Can anyone write in the chat box? If Dawes process is there, what conversion can be asked on the basis? Please, I am waiting for your response in the chat box. Chlorobenzene to phenol. Yes, absolutely right. Chlorobenzene to phenol. So now, this part is that now if you go to phenol chapter, let us say, this alkyl halide is okay. Let us move to the phenol chapter. What are the name reactions which are important? If we go very critically. Very easily, if you just check it out, what are the name reactions which are very important in chapter phenol? Name reactions, I am asking. Name reactions. What name reactions are important in phenol? Okay, Riemann-Tiemann. Yes, absolutely right. When we are talking of Riemann-Tiemann, what conversions will be asked on this basis? What conversion can be asked? From this portion, what conversion can be asked in the exam? Yeah. Phenol to salicylic. Yes. Phenol to salicylic. If I ask phenol to salicylic acid also possible, then what is your answer? What is your answer if I ask you phenol to salicylic acid? What is your answer then? Phenol to salicylic or to hydroxy? No. Kolbe is okay, but can't we make phenol to salicylic acid by using Riemann-Tiemann? Can't we do? Yes, we can do. You have to take instead of chloroform, you have to take, what do you have to take? We have to take carbon tetrachloride, CCl4, if you want to convert phenol to salicylic acid. Got it? So now, as Arman has written over there, if you want to convert phenol to salicylic acid, you can use Kolbe reaction as well. So the point here to understand is there are 4 components we need to work on. One is name reaction. Second is physical and chemical properties. 2. Third are conversions. Fourth part is the distinguish between the pairs. These are the 4 areas which we need to work. First and the foremost, which is the most easiest, is we have to work on the name reactions. As we discussed earlier, in alkyl halide, we cannot afford to leave Dawes process. We cannot afford to leave carbamine reaction. We cannot afford to leave Woods fatigue reaction. 3 reactions are important, and Dawes process also. And if you talk of phenol chapter, alcohol phenol chapter, if you want to talk of that, You cannot afford to leave Dawes process. We cannot afford to leave Riemann-Tiemann reaction. We cannot afford to leave Kolbe synthesis. I may have left a few. If you talk of dephenolation, can anyone knows about dephenolation? What is dephenolation? It's opposite of phenolation. Dephenolation is what? Can anyone tell? What do you mean by dephenolation?
Treating it with zinc.
Yeah,
get
absolutely
benzene.
right. Thank you, ma'am. So phenol, when treated with zinc, it gives us phenol to benzene. So that's, we say, that is dephenolation. Okay, so it's not a name reaction, it's general reaction, but we say this is important. Now, you have done one reaction that's known as Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. This was in +1 mostly. Of course, this can be used in +2 also. If I say to you, you have to convert phenol to benzene, you will be able to do by using dephenolation, right? Now, phenol to toluene, if you want to go, phenol to toluene, if you want to go, you can combine these two reactions. Which two reactions? First, phenol to benzene by using dephenolation, right? And then apply Friedel-Crafts reaction. Friedel-Crafts reaction means CH3Cl in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3. Yes, Arman, you're right. 100% you're right. Okay, so now what I want to say to you is, so some reactions are very, very important. Now, if you talk of, let us say, move to the chapter aldehydes and ketones, where the name reactions are in plenty and very, very important. If aldehyde ketones are coming into your mind, which name reactions are the most important in aldehyde and ketone? I have already told what name reactions are very, very important if you talk of aldehydes and ketones. What could be? What could be the name reactions which are very, very important if you talk of Rosenmund? Yes, absolutely right. Rosenmund is very important reaction. Aldol condensation, Cannizzaro. These two reactions, aldol, Cannizzaro, Rosenmund, these are the reactions which are the heart of this chapter. You cannot afford to leave these reactions. Directly questions can be asked from these name reactions. Very, very important, right? And if you talk of Hoffman bromamide degradation reaction, Ball-Schiemann reaction that was there in alkyl aldehyde. And if you talk of one very important reaction, Schotten-Bowman reaction, these are very, very important. It's basically a benzylation reaction. So if you sum up till now, how many reactions we have named which are very, very important? If anyone can write in the chat box, how many reactions we have named so far which are very, very important? Because the first question which I asked in the it is not 6, my dear. It more than that, because 6 तो बेटा एल्डोल 1 होगी, ठीक है, कैनिज़रो होगी 2, ठीक है, उसके बाद शॉर्टन-बोमन होगी, उसके बाद में बाल्शीमन होगी, ये 4 तो इधर ही होगी, उसके बाद डाउस प्रोसेस बताइए आपको, उसके बाद कॉल्बे भी बताइए आपको, right? So there are approximately 10 reactions we might have, 10 reactions जो बहुत important है. ठीक है, 10 reaction that would be very, very important. Now if you move to the next chapter, if you go for the next chapter, let us say carboxylic acid, which chapter you feel that, which name reaction you feel that it would be the most important? इसको हम छोड़ नहीं सकते. अगर हम 5 और 10 years के chapters अभी आपके सामने मैं रख देता हूँ, 5 to 10, you just if I show you the past board questions, and if you are able to identify the name reactions from that, you will understand that these are the name reactions which are very important. So let us see if you're talking of carboxylic acid as a chapter, carboxylic acid chapter, which name reactions will be the most important? Can anyone tell?
HVZ.
HVZ, absolutely right, ma'am. Thank you. So HVZ is the name reaction which is very, very important. Hell, Wolfram. Okay, so these things we need to know that these reactions how it will be important. Yeah, ma'am, can you please move yourself? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so now let us see if you are talking further for the next chapter, which is the last chapter. If you say nitrogen compounds, which name reaction you feel very important? If you talk of nitrogen-based compounds, नाइट्रोजन बेस्ड कंपाउंड्स अगर हम सर्च करें तो कौन सी रिएक्शन आपको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट इसमें नजर आ रही है? हाँ जी, कौन सी? कार्बोलमीन is okay, done, very good. What else? Diazotization, yes, absolutely right. Along with that, one more reaction if you can see is Schotten-Bowman reaction, again coming over here. It was coming in phenol also, here also it comes again. Of course, Sandmeer and Gattermann are the reactions which are in, let us say, in the benzene diazonitride. Important also, but this will be known to everyone, so I am not touching this. Okay, so now my point. Now I am going to show you what the name reactions came in the board. Then you should decide. Yeah, Arman, absolutely right. This is the question which is the most important question if a paper wants to set, if paper setter wants to set the paper, which is absolutely right. So we cannot leave this question aniline to benzenolide. Very important question. If I am going to set the paper, definitely I would like to put this question, either aniline to benzenolide or aniline to acetonolide. Two very important question, right? So now I am going to show you what name reactions came in the board till now. Okay, let us see. I will show you a screen and just we can find out like how many, which type of name reactions are asked in the board. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. So what can anyone write now, please, on the chat box by the time you are able to see the screen, that which name reactions are very important, or you know. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen and it's there on your screen. Please confirm if you are getting on your screen. What are the, have you got it? If you have got it, please write yes. Why you can write. Okay, thank you. So let us move forward. So first in the formal reaction is Friedel-Crafts reaction, as we were discussing. Second reaction is Williamson synthesis. We have missed out Williamson. Now we have got it back. Third reaction, very important, aldol condensation. Clemenson reduction, aldehyde to alkane. Clemenson reduction is used to convert aldehyde to alkane. Very important reaction. When you talk of Rosenmund reaction, it converts acid chlorides to aldehyde. Acid chlorides to aldehydes. HVZ, which we just now earlier we were discussing, that is very important. Aldol is very important. Cannizzaro is very important. What is the difference between aldol and Cannizzaro? Both are using NaOH. What is the difference? What is the differentiating factor between aldol and Cannizzaro in case of
Hydrogen atom.
Yeah, absolutely right. Alpha hydrogen atom are required in case of aldol and alpha hydrogen not required in case of Cannizzaro. And there are two reactants which gives Cannizzaro reaction. Can anyone tell which two reactants does not, this only they are used for Cannizzaro reaction? Which two reactants? Two types of reactant we can say. It is a combination, formaldehyde and benzaldehyde. So formaldehyde and benzaldehyde, they are undergoing Cannizzaro reaction. Very, very important. Okay. Now, next is esterification. Rheumatiman, haloform. Haloform is as such will not be asked in the exam, but the test will be asked in the exam. So if you are going to talk of testing, iodoform test, carbamazepine test, okay, and Lucas test, these are very, very important. Along with that, phenol bromine water test. So these are the tests which we upon missed is filling solution and Toulon's region test. These are tests also very important. So these are the questions which I am going to take up is now these questions came in the exam. Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction was asked directly. Williamson synthesis was asked directly. Aldol condensation was asked directly in the exam. Apart from that, Clemenson, Rosenmund, HV-Z reaction was asked in the exam in the last 5 years. Okay. Now, if you talk of aldol, Cannizzaro, and benzoin, because Arman told at that time, benzoin condensation is also important and it has been asked in the exam. Okay. So the differentiating factor in benzoin and aldol is we are using two molecules of benzaldehyde. It is similar to Cannizzaro, but the reagent is different. What is the reagent? KCN is there. And the product is addition product which is known as benzoin in case of benzoin condensation. Right? So now if you talk of further which questions were asked, Williamson synthesis was asked, esterification was asked, Riemann-Tiemann reaction was asked. Okay, these were the name reactions which were asked in the board exam in the 5 years. Okay, so now, so the question, I feel this question I am going to increase the size. So I have told you the questions of the nature where A, B converted with C, D, like that question can be asked. I have asked you. Okay, so you can see I am just increasing the size of the screen so that viewability can be improved. So this is the question to you. Organic compound A on heating with ammonia and Cu2O. This question is from alkyl halide. This question is from alkyl halide at high pressure gives B. The compound B on treatment with ice cold solution. Whenever ice cold solution is coming, it means it is related with diazotization or benzene dissonium chloride. Please remember that. Gives C, and C on treatment with copper HCl. Arman was talking of Sandmeyer reaction. So here the Sandmeyer reactions are hiding behind this ABC. As you are hiding behind the cameras, not coming up forward, so similarly the question ABC also hiding behind the cameras. Identify the compound ABC, write the names of the reactions and the conversions involved. So I told you this question is from alkyl halide. Alkyl halide means A is chlorobenzene and it is converted to aniline, B. And aniline is further converted with the ice cold solution to give C, which is benzene disonium chloride, and the reaction name is diazotization. So here the name reaction, if you learn there, it will be useful here. This is the point. Now, C on reaction with CuHCl gives A again. It means benzene disonium chloride can be converted to chlorobenzene by using Sandmeyer reaction. Sandmeyer or Gattermann? This is Gattermann reaction, CuHCl. So you can imagine that if this is a 3 marks question, 2 marks are in the name reactions. Okay, fine. So hopefully this is, I think, idea is understood. If any doubt is there, you please let me know. Okay, so the same question they asked in this manner also. Chlorobenzene treated with ammonia in the presence of Cu2O at 475 Kelvin and 60 atmosphere. What could be the answer? What could be your answer? Can you write in the chat box? If you understood the previous question, you will be able to answer this question also. Yeah. Only one student writing, it's not sufficient for me. Everyone should participate and write in the reaction or speak. Either the student should speak or should write in the chat box. Without that, you are sleeping, I am also sleeping. Then better you go, not to be here. We need to be active participant if you want to gain something. Otherwise, that you will be wasting the time. Yours, mine, to already used here. Okay, let us move ahead. Ethyl chloride is treated with alcoholic potassium hydroxide. These are the reaction which is alkyl halide belongs, because I have segregated the question as per the chapter. Here two questions are there. Ethyl chloride treated with, so I will write here, so you can, for your understanding, C2H5Cl plus KOH alcoholic. This is one. And second question is, let's make it a little bit more perfect. So this is the second question here is, this one, aqueous. What would be the aqueous product and what would be the alcoholic product? What I want to know from you. I want to know from you, what are the two products, how the two products will be varying. If you are writing in the chat box, it would be great. Or you can speak. When aqueous is there, C2H5OH, right? It means those who are telling, those will be gaining. And those we are as that keeping your mouth shut, so they will be under the fear of whether right or wrong. This is the point.
It is alcohol and alkene.
Yeah, absolutely right, ma'am. Thank you very much. Alkene. Here, what happens is, in one reaction, substitution takes place, another reaction, dehydrohalogenation takes place, or elimination takes place. Elimination of what? Okay, see, here Cl is eliminated, along Cl previous also it was substituted, and here H is eliminated, because alcoholic medium, this RO negative will abstract the proton. It's having more tendency to abstract. So instead of substitution, elimination takes place. So this is the point. The questions we have asked in the pre-board also, like why it is happens. So this is due to the alcoholic nature, RO negative. You know, ROH is a weak acid, alcohol, and as per conjugate acid base theory, RO negative will be a conjugate base. Every weak acid has a strong conjugate base. So it means RO negative is a conjugate base, strong, and strong base, it eliminates, it abstracts the proton. Base will abstract the proton. Therefore, C2H5 was there, so 5 becomes 4. This is known as elimination, right? So the question can be asked in different form also, like Sizov rule also, that also can be asked. Okay, let us move to the next question. Sometime, as I told you, iodoform reaction, they are asking, but in this form, bleaching powder on treatment with ethanol or acetone. You know the method of preparation of bleaching powder. In bleaching powder preparation, bleaching powder means only in preparation of chloroform and iodoform, we need bleaching powder. So bleaching powder here is used, either ethanol can be used or acetone can be used to prepare chloroform. So this was the answer, and the reaction is haloform reaction. Okay, and the next question, see this question, these are the board questions which I am discussing now, which previously we discussed that we cannot afford to leave a carbamine reaction. Why we told so? Because these questions will be asked in this form. You need to understand why organic chemistry is difficult is students are not doing the practice which is required for the organic chemistry. I would like to say you one thing. For example, you just assess yourself. It is just introspection. Introspection in the sense that you have started the chapter first alkyl halide. आपने alkyl halide पे start कर दिया question paper. आपने question पढ़ा, topic पढ़ा आपको पूरा, ठीक है? Teachers ने भी आपको बता दिया कि आपने कर लिया. लेकिन आपने उसकी सारी की सारी exercise की, may not be, your answer may not be yes. That's one point. Next point I want to say is, उसका question repeat करेगा. उसका question एक बार question आएगा, one question will be like that. Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Second time question will be there, phenol to salicylaldehyde. हम बोलेंगे सर ये तो आता है हमें. So here only the problem arises. अब आपको थर्ड क्वेश्चन आएगा. अभी बुक में अगर आप जाएंगे, कोई भी बुक आप पकड़ोगे, न्यू कोर्स की पकड़ोगे, या फिर कोई whatever the books you are taking, for ABC you are taking, or Nutan you are taking, or any other book you are taking, there are lot many exercises in the book. But the point is, उसमें सारे के सारे क्वेश्चंस करने के लिए हम इतने एफर्ट्स लगा रहे हैं. Second time if question is coming, we are presupposing that okay, I know this question, and in the exam when you write the second time you are making the error, and then you are saying sir forgotten. Sir मैंने बहुत पढ़ाई की, I have spent full 4 nights before the exam and I have forgotten. Yeah, it will happen. It is a rule. Whatever you want to, if you eat the 4 months work in a 4 days, you will be having digestion problem. The same way you will forget. So organic chemistry, I told you in the previous time, like you have to maintain the pocket diary. In pocket diary बनाओ, pocket diary में सारी की सारी 20 name reactions लिख लो फटाफट. सुबह उठो, pocket diary निकालो, organic reactions. जैसे हम पाठ करते हैं, so the same way go through that. Reactions one time coming or 10 times coming, write 10 times. No problem. Writing, it will help to you to rectify and everything. आप एक simple सी बात मुझे बताओ. In your room, you know, आप आंख बंद करके भी जाओगे वहां पे, आपको पता है कि वो वाला स्विच जो मेरा है लाइट का है और वो वाला स्विच मेरा फैन का है. वो क्यों, कैसे होता है वो? Tell me that. Anyone can give the answer? How we can, how our mind works, how our brain works, how our memory works, कैसे वर्क करती है? Can anyone tell about that? It's experience, habit नहीं है बेटा, ये habit नहीं है. जब आप कोई भी काम को बार बार करते हो, so that it becomes in our permanent memory. हमारा जो memory retention span है, उसकी अगर हम बात करें, अगर आपने एक चीज कुछ पढ़ी है अभी आज, उसकी 1 हफ्ते तक आपकी एक मेमोरी में स्टेबिलिटी रहेगी, उसके बाद में वो फिर ऑब्सोल्यूट हो जाएगी. लेकिन एक बार और है उसमें, अब आपने आज पढ़ा है वो कोई चीज, अगर आप 1 हफ्ते के बाद दोबारा उसको पढ़ोगे तो उसका मेमोरी स्पैन जो है डबल हो जाता है. अगर उसको हम नेक्स्ट में पढ़ेंगे उसका डबल हो जाता है. अभी आप तो उस रूम में कितनी देर से रह रहे हो, सेम स्विच दबा रहे हो, तो आपकी मेमोरीज में वो परमानेंटली फिट हो गया कि ये आपके ऑर्गेनिक जो रिएक्शन है. ऐसे तो ऑर्गेनिक रिएक्शन तो बेटा ऐसे होनी चाहिए कि आपको टीचर बोले कि कन्वर्ट दिस टू दिस, आप बोलो सर ऐसे ऐसे करके करना है. दैट्स द थिंग. ऑर्गेनिक इज द आर्ट. इसमें तो बहुत मजा आता है काम ऑर्गेनिक रिएक्शंस करके. ओके, लेट अस कम बैक टू द टॉपिक. क्लोरोबेंजीन टू बाइफेनाइल, कौन सी नेम रिएक्शंस यहां पे लिखवाओगे? ये बोर्ड में आया हुआ क्वेश्चन. I will just increase the size so that everyone should be able to understand properly. So kindly tell me what name reaction you will be using. Follow. Our question is, this is the question. Chlorobenzene to biphenyl. कौन सा? किसी ने आंसर दिया? I have not seen the chat. Chlorobenzene to biphenyl. Which name reaction will be used? Check करूं. Anyone has written? Chlorobenzene to biphenyl. Fitting, yeah. Arman has written. So Arman is the, Arman, what is your target for the chemistry +2 ISC? I am taking your words in the online chat and it's being recorded also. Please tell.
Sir, 100.
100. Don't
Yes,
say in
sir.
low voice. Say in full voice. 100, sir.
100, sir.
And I will call you after the exam. You should say
Yes,
me
sir.
100, sir. This is
Yes,
the way
sir.
I want.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Whatever support is required, Arman, you
Yes,
can
sir.
call me at any point of time. You don't
Thank
think
you,
at
sir.
2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. If I will
Thank
be
you, sir.
awake, definitely I will answer. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
That much I can assure you. For your goal I'm here to help you out. We have 100 already. I want to maintain that record this year again. Chlorobenzene to aniline. What way we can do? Which reaction we have to use here? Chlorobenzene to aniline. What will be the reaction? There are two ways to do this question. There are two ways to do this question. One is lengthy way, one is easy way. But if easy way you are using, as I will show you now, this is the easy way which they have given, board has given. But my dear, please understand that if you are using this method, you need to write temperature and pressure condition. If you are not writing, you will not get marks. Because 60 atmosphere, आपको पता है कितना टेम्परेचर होता है? 60 atmosphere, आपको पता है अपने टायर में कितना प्रेशर होता है? जो बाइक में टायर चलाते हो उसका एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर पता है कितना होता है आपको? 14.7 psi is the 1 atmosphere pressure. 14.7 psi का जो प्रेशर है वो 1 एटमॉस्फेयर के बराबर है. और आपके जो बाइक में है ज्यादा से ज्यादा 2 के करीब 2 एटमॉस्फेयर प्रेशर करीब होता है. तो ये 60 एटमॉस्फेयर प्रेशर है. अगर आप बिना टेम्परेचर प्रेशर कंडीशन के रिएक्शन लिखोगे मार्क्स नहीं आपको मिलने. because it reaction does not takes place at that temperature and pressure. So how the marks will be given? Logic should be used. Okay, hopefully this is clear about the topic here, like this one. So we are left with some 15 minutes. I will not be able to complete all, but I will fastly cover up what are the questions which are being asked in the exam. So this question, what are the products formed when phenol and nitrobenzene are treated separately with a mixture of concentrated sulfuric acid and concentrated nitric acid? So simple सी reaction है, phenol से अपना जो picric acid बना देना, picric acid phenol, right? तो हो जाएगा, आसान ही है, मुश्किल नहीं है. तो ये reaction के बीच में आती है. Next question आएगा हमारा acetaldehyde to propanediol. देखो convergence का question आ गया. कौन सी conversion है? Step up है क्या step down है? Step up है कि step down है? Step up और step down convergence आपको बताया है कि convergence step up. एसिटाल्डिहाइड में 2 कार्बन है, प्रोपेनॉल में 3 कार्बन है. अभी आपको फंडामेंटल क्या याद रखना है? RMGX की रिएक्शंस हैं. फॉर्मेल्डिहाइड विद RMGX गिव 1 डिग्री अल्कोहल. एसिटाल्डिहाइड विद RMGX गिव 2 डिग्री अल्कोहल. कीटोन विद RMGX गिव 3 डिग्री अल्कोहल. दिस इज द फंडामेंटल वी नीड टू रिमेंबर हियर. अभी प्रोपेन-2-ol is 2 डिग्री अल्कोहल. So you have to use acetaldehyde with Grignard reagent. And what Grignard reagent you will use? CH3-MgBr. That's all. Question is done. No need to further ask. Okay. So you have to know how to start the question. And the starting the question will come when you do the practice. Practice means you should maintain the diary, pocket diary, and revise the things on daily basis. Okay. So this is the key point. Key point again and again I am focusing. Now this question is based on physical properties. Why do alcohol possess higher boiling point as compared to those of corresponding alkane? What should be your answer? Sir बोले sir boiling point का क्वेश्चन आ गया, हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड ही लिख देते हैं बस, isn't it? वही है, हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड की आंसर. Okay. Along with that, you can write that alcohol are polar in nature. Alcohol polar होते हैं, ठीक है. लेकिन जो alkanes है नॉन पोलर है, वो भी एक आंसर है. लेकिन बोर्ड एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग का क्वेश्चन, हमें वही लिख सकते हैं. नाउ क्वेश्चन कम्स इज इथाइल अल्कोहल एंड सेकेंडरी प्रोपाइल अल्कोहल. इथाइल अल्कोहल एंड सेकेंडरी प्रोपाइल अल्कोहल के लिए क्या टेस्ट यूज होगा? इसमें क्या हम आइडोफॉर्म टेस्ट यूज कर सकते हैं? मुझे बताएंगे कोई? यस या नो? कैन वी यूज आइडोफॉर्म टेस्ट हियर? इथाइल अल्कोहल एंड सेकेंडरी प्रोपाइल अल्कोहल, इज इट पॉसिबल टू यूज आइडोफॉर्म टेस्ट ओवर हियर? No, because both are giving iodoform test. Then which test as per our syllabus? There are 2 tests basically. Victormeer test भी है, लेकिन Victormeer हमारे सिलेबस में नहीं है. तो Lucas test जो है आपको यूज करके आप कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. लेकिन बोर्ड में Victormeer test भी आपको एक्सेप्टेड होगा, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, नेम द 2 ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स व्हिच हैव द सेम मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला ऑफ C2H6O. ये देखो क्वेश्चन आ गया. क्वेश्चन क्या है आपका कि C2H6O, C2H6 क्या है? ये अल्कोहल है. C2H5OH हो गया ना. तो अल्कोहल और का आइसोमर क्या है? फंक्शनल आइसोमर किसके साथ है? अल्कोहल. अल्कोहल आर फंक्शनल आइसोमर्स विद व्हाट कंपाउंड? कैन एनीवन राइट और स्पीक? अल्कोहल्स आर फंक्शनल आइसोमर्स विद व्हाट? बोलो. अभी मैं ही बोलूंगा, मेरी एनर्जी चली जाएगी. I have to save my energy for the next 10 minutes. Ethers, yeah. So ethyl alcohol, ether की reactions आपने लिखनी है PCl5 के साथ, लिख सकते हैं. I feel you can do that. Now, next question is methyl magnesium bromide with ethyl alcohol. RMGX की reaction लगा दी. बोर्ड में RMGX की चैप्टर में हर चैप्टर में reactions हैं. Alkyl halide RX plus Mg. Alcohol RMGX plus ethyl alcohol, ये वाली reaction. Next, formaldehyde plus RMGX, acetaldehyde with RMGX, ketone with RMGX, right? Carbon dioxide with RMGX, HCN with RMGX, RCN with RMGX. सबकी सब रिएक्शंस हैं, नियरली 10 या 11 रिएक्शंस हैं. RMGX की कर लो सारी. सारी कुछ ना कुछ तो आएगा ही पेपर में. आइदर कन्वर्जन में यूज हो जाएगी या फिर ये बैलेंस केमिकल इक्वेशन में यूज हो जाएगी. बस ये दो जगह भी यूज होगी. ठीक है, तो इस हिसाब से मींस अल्केन बनता है इसमें. RMGX plus ROH gives alkane. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, प्रोपेन 2-ol ऑन रिएक्शन विद, देखो ये कितना आसान सा क्वेश्चन डाल दिया. प्रोपेन 2-ol रिएक्शन विद आयोडीन सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. आयोडीन सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड जब भी लिखा हो आइडोफॉर्म टेस्ट आना ही आना है क्वेश्चन. आइडोफॉर्म टेस्ट का तो क्वेश्चन आना ही आना है, राइट. नेक्स्ट इज आपको मेथड बताया हुआ है 34-46 वाला. 34-46 वाला मेथड लगाओ, बैलेंस करो रिएक्शन फटाफट. 34 का ये मेथड है, ये देख लीजिए. प्रोपेन 2-ol 34 पे लग रहा है. 3 आयोडीन 4 NaOH. ओके. डिहाइड्रेशन ऑफ अल्कोहल्स, ये है रिएक्शंस में आते हैं. तो ये बोल रहा है डिहाइड्रेशन ऑफ अल्कोहल टू एल्कीन बाय हीटिंग विद कंसंट्रेटेड सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड. द इनिशिएशन स्टेप इज प्रोटोनेशन ऑफ अल्कोहल. प्रोटोनेशन है क्योंकि अब जो डिहाइड्रेशन है सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड से करते हैं हम. कंसंट्रेटेड सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड 413 केल्विन एंड 443. 443 में एल्कीन बनती है, 413 में ईथर बनते हैं. बस वो थोड़ा ध्यान रखना है. उसका स्टेप जो है मैकेनिज्म है प्रोटोनेशन का. अभी सर बोलोगे सर मैकेनिज्म के क्वेश्चन आते हैं. आते हैं, बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन आते हैं मैकेनिज्म के. एस्टेरिफिकेशन का मैकेनिज्म क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं पेपर में. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि H कहां से जा रहा है, कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड में जा रहा है या अल्कोहल से जा रहा है. देखो, important thing see here, if you see the mechanism of esterification, alcohol and acid, कौन सा एसिडिक ज्यादा है? बोलो, कौन सा एसिडिक ज्यादा है? अल्कोहल और एसिड, कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड और अल्कोहल, which is more acidic? Which is more? Carboxylic acid, of course. And the funny thing is, आप मैकेनिज्म उठाओ esterification का, H अल्कोहल से आ रहा है. देख लो चेक करके, आपको पता चल जाएगा. H is coming from alcohol. We are saying carboxylic acid is more acidic, right? So this, just see, this is the things we need to keep in mind, all these things. Okay, so now the next question is picric acid वाला क्वेश्चन दोबारा आ गया. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है इसका मतलब. इथाइल क्लोराइड से फ्रॉम डाइइथाइल ईथर की रिएक्शन है PCl5 के साथ. वो SOCl2 के साथ भी लिख सकते हो. ठीक है. सो ये वाले क्वेश्चंस आपको इंपॉर्टेंट है, बार बार आ चुके हैं. ये देखिए, ये एनाइसोल फ्रॉम फिनॉल, ये मेरा ख्याल ये पेपर में मेरे ख्याल आएगा नहीं आपको शायद, मेरे हिसाब से. जो पिछले साल में ईथर वाला नहीं था, बट आई कैन नॉट से 100%. आई हैव टू चेक वंस सिलेबस. ओके. एनाइसोल जो है एरोमेटिक ईथर्स, आई एम नॉट श्योर. यू हैव टू चेक एरोमेटिक ईथर जो है एग्जाम में आएंगे कि नहीं आएंगे, वो आपको सिलेबस चेक कीजिए आप. ठीक है. इथाइल एसीटेट फ्रॉम इथेनॉल, कौन सी रिएक्शन है बताएंगे जरा? नेम रिएक्शन है ये. इथेनॉल टू इथाइल एसीटेट, कौन सी नेम रिएक्शन है?
Esterification.
Yes, esterification reaction. So this, if you are doing, see what are the questions are coming in. Most of the questions can be covered up from the name reactions, provided we do practice for the reactions. Because if you are not going to link, आपको लिंक नहीं कर पाओगे आप रिएक्शंस को, तो फिर मुश्किल हो जाता है. आपको क्वेश्चन आ सकता है लुकास रीजेंट का. लुकास रीजेंट का ये क्वेश्चन आ गया था. ए मिक्सचर ऑफ कंसंट्रेटेड HCl एंड एनहाइड्रस जिंक क्लोराइड को क्या बोलते हैं? लुकास रीजेंट बोलते हैं. क्या टेस्ट क्या है? shows maximum reactivity with the 3 degree alcohol. maximum reactivity 3 degree alcohol के साथ. अभी ये उल्टा क्वेश्चन है. देखो, लुकास रीजेंट 3 डिग्री के साथ फास्ट रिएक्शन देता है. which is most acidic? can anyone write which is most acidic? 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree alcohol, कौन सा मोस्ट ज्यादा एसिडिक है? 1 डिग्री. देखो उल्टा सिस्टम है. 1 degree alcohol is more acidic, ठीक है, प्लस आई इफेक्ट है, प्लस आई इफेक्ट ज्यादा होगा तो OH की टेंडेंसी लूज होने की होगी, H की नहीं. H plus is not losing, OH negative is losing. That's why we say 1 degree alcohol is most acidic. Next, how will you obtain the following balance equation? Benzene from phenol. आपको बताया मैंने, क्वेश्चन आया था डिफेनोलेशन का, वही है. Next, ethanol from iodoform, for ethanol to iodoform. So yeah, we can do that. Iodoform test है भाई, लगा दो. इसमें क्या 46 वाली लगेगी, 46 ethanol plus iodine NaOH, CHI3 NaI water, that's all, plus HCO Na. Give balance equation. Salicylic from phenol, which reaction? Phenol to salicylic, rheumatoid. Yeah, see, very important. Grignard region from propanol, Grignard region to propanol. Formaldehyde के साथ reaction करवा दो. Sorry, formaldehyde नहीं, acetaldehyde, CH3CHO, CH3CHO with CH3MgBr, हो गया. So these are the way. आपको कैसे पता चलेगा कि ये कौन सी रिएक्शन लगनी है? ये तो बेटा कोई जादू की छड़ी नहीं आएगी आपको, वो आपको प्रैक्टिस से पता चलेगा. प्रैक्टिस किसकी करें, पहले मैंने आपको समाप्त कर दिया कि किससे करें. यू हैव टू फर्स्ट समराइज द थिंग्स कि आपको ये रिएक्शंस बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसको फोकस करो पहले, ठीक है. उसके बाद में ज्यादा से ज्यादा बोर्ड क्वेश्चंस को दोबारा सोल्व करो. अगर बैक एक्सरसाइज, इंटेक्स एक्सरसाइज है आपके पास, उसमें ABCD की कन्वर्जेंस है, करिए बहुत. बुक एक्सरसाइज अपेंडिक्स, बुक है हमारे पास ABC की, ABC मींस मॉडर्न की बुक है, या फिर आप जो है न्यू कोर्स से ले लो, उसके बैक एक्सरसाइज में अपेंडिक्स सारी निकाल लो, ठीक है. या फिर ये भी बुक है हमारे पास जो है, सॉरी इसकी ना जो दैट दिस बुक इज देयर, नूतन्स की एक हैंडबुक आती है. हैंडबुक की जरूरत नहीं है आपको, लास्ट में उसके अपेंडिक्स बहुत अच्छे दिए हुए हैं, वो ट्राई कर लो. अगर वो कर लिए तो ऑर्गेनिक तो मजा आया, so you'll enjoy that. Okay, now acetone is treated with Grignard reagent, what 3 degree alcohol. So I am left with 4 to 5 minutes. I will be just rushing up the things. If anyone is having any doubt, because these are the questions, you can also find out these questions.
The Newton handbook different from the normal Newton book?
Ma'am, handbook is actually different. What is handbook is there in that they are releasing every year near the board exam. In that the question answers are given.
Only question answers.
Yes, or no theory is there in that. And you can take a photocopy of the last appendix. So that appendix are wonderfully made. So if we are doing that like conversions and appendix, I am 100% sure that all the organic students will be comfortable, because that number of questions will come again and again, that you students will have the practice. I am having that copy. I will be sharing in the group. No problem. No
Thank
issue.
you.
I am ready to
Thank you so much.
for the students, right? Ethanol is treated with because only thing is where I am lagging is students are not, जो हाथ पकड़ाने वाला तो है ना टीचर का हाथ पकड़ने वाले स्टूडेंट्स ही बहुत कम है आज की डेट में. ये चैलेंज है टीचर का चैलेंज ये है आज की डेट में. उनको बोलो सर टाइम नहीं है, सर क्लास के लिए टाइम नहीं है तो बैठो बेटा, हमारा भी टाइम नहीं है, हमारे पास कहाँ टाइम है. Okay, so let us see into the next part. Okay, so next is so these are the things, these are the question. हमने टेस्टिंग का क्वेश्चन नहीं किया था, ऐसे क्वेश्चन आपको टेस्टिंग का आएगा. इथेनॉल एंड डाइमिथाइल ईथर. सो डाइमिथाइल ईथर इथेनॉल आप आइडोफॉर्म टेस्ट यूज कर लो, हो जाएगा, ठीक है. उसके बाद में जब भी आपने टेस्टिंग करना है, टेस्टिंग की रिएक्शन आइडोफॉर्म की करनी है, येलो पीपीटी अगर आपने नहीं लिखा ना, मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे आपको. अगर आपने डाइजोटिजेशन रिएक्शन पे 0 to 5 डिग्री सेल्सियस नहीं लिखा, मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे आपको. तो ये बात ध्यान में रखनी है कि आपकी जो प्रेजेंटेशन होगी वो बढ़िया होनी चाहिए, बेस्ट होनी चाहिए. आपको बुक खोलोगे, उसमें अपेंडिक्स में कन्वर्जन्स तो दी हुई है सारी, लेकिन उसके में बाय प्रोडक्ट्स दैट इज नॉट बीन गिवन. बाय प्रोडक्ट्स आर नॉट गिवन. यू शुड राइट द बाय प्रोडक्ट्स आल्सो. आप माइंड मैप्स बनाओ, you can make mind maps. When I was studying the my organic part, I took the 4 or 5 books appendix and do the practice for all these things. And when I started teaching, I made the full mind maps for alcohol. One page full. It's not that we have told all the students to make, but hardly 1 or 2% students are making. That is our irony. Okay, So propane 1 ol and propane 2 ol. So fine. So I am not going now much detail. So this is the next chapter coming up. Aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. आप में से कुछ स्टूडेंट्स होंगे वो बोलेंगे सर ये ना आप हमें ये शेयर कर दो. Isn't it? So your mind will be coming, sir share कर दो. मेरे share करने से मत फायदा नहीं होगा उसका. No use of that. Ultimately, if you will do the work, you will work on that, then only benefit. Otherwise, no benefit. मैं तो शेयर भी कर दूंगा, मेरे को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मेरे को कोई नहीं है कि ये मटेरियल है ये मेरा. Nothing is there, so everything is there on the website of CISC. Okay, but you able to do when you do yourself, then only you will gain. अगर आप कट कॉपी पेस्ट करोगे तो कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला आपको. So hopefully I think our time is over. Any students any wants to ask personal question, they can ask, and if they want to write in the chat box, then also they can write. And generally my number I can write here. You can drop me the message if you face any problem. I'm not giving the number which usually I am using. This is another number. This is I kept for this portion only. Thank you, ma'am. So hopefully I may add some value to the knowledge. Okay, so anyhow, whatever my knowledge are there, I am feeling that okay. So wherever we can distribute knowledge, what else we can do that if we can provide the knowledge to other people, whatever available we have. So that is the thing we are requiring now. Okay. So so right now, so why now we are going to just wind up. Anything anyone is having any doubt, they can ask. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your kind words, because these small things which help us to keep us moving forward, right? So please, anyone, any question is there? It's okay. Otherwise, you can leave. And if someone asks to ask my personal question, they can ask afterward. So I am waiting for 1 or 2 minutes, 5 minutes more. So, right, if any personal questions are there, if you want to ask, you can unmute yourself and ask me. From my side, it is done, each and everything. So I have told you, Arena, I think you came now. I would like to tell you that we have discussed about like how we should plan for the organic chemistry. There are 5 components in organic chemistry. One is the first one is the name reactions. Second is the testing, distinguish between the pairs. Third is like testing based question, means chemical reactions and physical properties as well, and conversions and ABC finding. These are the 5 different areas where questions can be asked. Some of the name reactions are very important. If you talk of Riemann-Tiemann reaction, if you talk of Wittig, if you talk of dephenolation, if you talk of Riddle-Truffle chylation, if you talk of aldol, if you talk of Cannizzaro, so HVZ, Rosenmund reaction, Clemenson reduction, so Wolff-Kishner, so Kolbe-Smith, and these are the important name reactions. Apart from that, esterification reaction, mechanism of esterification, SN1, SN2 mechanism, dehydration of alcohol. These are the important areas. Along with that, some testing should be covered up: Lucas test, failing solution test, carbamine test, diazo test, and along with that, iodoform test. So these are very, very important. So, okay, fine. So if you are not having, so I should leave the meeting, or if anyone wants to ask the doubt, yeah, they can ask. Fine. So I may leave now. May I give me, okay, so I can write my email ID also. You can drop the mail. Knowledge was not contact.